Well, here we are. We got to 10,000 subscribers. I'm a little late, I'm sorry. It took a while to arrive, and yes, I am a man of my word. Here I am as Misaka Makoto, but I look more like an 80s rock star, I think. So, don't I look beautiful? Like, I'm sure you're all creaming your pants right now as you're seeing a real-life waifu in the flesh. But yeah, I just want to say thank you very much for all the support through these last 2 years, which I've done on YouTube frequently. Yeah, it's just been a crazy experience as a whole. And yeah, I shouldn't really make promises like this, because I never really expected to get this far, and of course, I said something on Twitter. Here's the tweet, I'll pop it on your screen right now, that has caused my downfall to here we are right now. So what are we doing today in this video? As you can see by the title, I'm going to be answering some of your questions. So I'm looking forward to this, obviously, and I'm sure you're all loving this experience with my, I'm even wearing a skirt. Yep, there it is. Painful. I just can't help looking at myself in the camera right now, like my eyes are like darting towards myself. I should really focus on looking at you, but hey ho, I just have to check myself out, don't I? Because I'm fabulous. Anyway, shall we begin the questions? Yep, so I put on Twitter, ask me some questions, and I will answer them. It can be about anything. It doesn't have to be about Index or Railgun. You can just ask me whatever you want. So, shall we begin with the Q&A? I think we should get this started. So, first question we have is from Don, but Xavier also asked a similar question. So, why did you start making YouTube videos, or why did you become a Toharu tuber? Which is, I guess, the new term for anyone who covers Index and Railgun content. Yeah, I basically started 2 years ago, just during the coronavirus pandemic. Started full-time, in a way, or part-time you could say, doing videos regularly. But yeah, prior to that, I was just making random animation-type videos when I was in school. That was a long time ago. And I was also making some Halo content every now and then, and a bit of anime. But yeah, I deleted most of those videos, luckily, because those were quite cringe. But yeah, what started my renaissance or my resurgence as a YouTuber? Yeah, I was just bored at home, basically. I always noticed that there wasn't like consistent YouTuber who talked about the Toharu franchise, and yeah, I just thought I just want to make some lore videos about the Toharu franchise. You know, those were my first 2 videos I made during my resurgence as a YouTuber. So I just wanted to talk about Index, just chat about the world and stuff. And I didn't expect those videos to get as popular as they did. You know, they garnered quite a bit of attention, despite like I only had like I don't know, 90 subscribers when I made those videos, and look where we are now in 2 years. Kind of crazy, but yeah, so I just made those videos for fun, basically. Yeah, and now I'm just like filling the hole that I've always wanted in terms of there being like no Toharu YouTuber, because I always missed that when I was like talking about, or reading the series, I should say. When I was reading the series, I always wanted there to be a channel focused on Index and Railgun. Of course, there was a channel that did that, but I had a different vision for it as I progressed, and yeah, not done too badly. Try to stay humble. But yeah, thanks for the question. Next we have Seven Eves asking, review the cosplay while at it and the experience of wearing it. Well, I don't know what to say. It's not too uncomfortable. I mean, it sort of is, because, you know, look what I am. Look at the state I'm in. I'm not getting too carried away. I'm not going to do some, like, drag in my spare time or anything like that. Otherwise, my dad would kill me. I mean, good job he doesn't know about this video. Otherwise, he would kill me. But, yeah, I mean, the cosplay itself, yeah, I mean, if I was a girl buying this, I thought, yeah, it's pretty good for the price. Like, I tried to get it as cheap as possible. Although the skirt isn't really a mini skirt like Misaka's or the Tokiwadai students. It's a pretty long skirt. I'm not going to show you the full thing. You weird. You don't want to see that. No one wants to see that. Anyway, but yeah, it's decent. It's bearable. Yeah, It's okay. Anyway, THQ and L asked a similar question, which is, how did you get into Toharu, and who is your favorite character from Toharu? I must have been about 16 or 17 years old. Yeah, I basically was interested in the character Accelerator because I must have seen some art of him or heard someone talking about him. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, I was in this Facebook group, which was an anime Facebook group, and I basically asked like about the series and Accelerator and what anime he was from. So then I basically started a Certain Magical Index Season 1. I found most of it boring apart from the Accelerator parts, even though I didn't know anything really about the character beforehand other than he looked cool and he had a cool name. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed the science side arcs more than the magic side arcs in the anime. But it took until the novels for me to fully appreciate the entire universe and turn me into a mega fan. Otherwise, if you just met me when I was an anime only, I probably would have just said I only like Accelerator, and that's pretty much it. How crazy times have changed. And who's my favorite character from Toharu? I mean, you should know that if you follow my channel, but if you don't, it's Alistair Crowley. Shiza asks, favorite food and drink. For food, I really like pizza, although it's kind of a boring food, but I like those kind of like sloppy American style burgers with like crap ton of fillings on. Like there's a place like that near to where I lived previously, and I love that. I love like a juicy, like dirty burger. Sorry if I'm triggering any vegans right now, but that's just the honest truth. But yeah, as for drink, I'm basically going straight to alcohol. So I really like rum and ale. My favorite kind of rum is called Old J. Don't drink it unless you're of age. Yeah, I'd probably say that. Hey, it's Tooney, and Tooney asks, is there any other anime series you could find yourself being deep into their community, like how you are with Toharu? And Muichiro's Lost Leg also asked a similar question. Other than Toharu, which other anime are your favorites? So, yeah, similar sort of question there. So, like, my favorite anime is not a Toharu anime at all. I mean, I really like Railgun Season 2 and Season 3, but definitely Gungrave. Like, the wig... the wig is getting in my face. But yeah, my favorite anime is Gungrave, and it's kind of tied with Welcome to the NHK as well. I can't really decide between the two, and they're both quite different series at the same time. So I'd definitely say those two, but they don't really have massive vocal fan bases like the Toharu fandom. They're not, I guess, yeah, NHK has fans, but you don't really see like a dedicated fandom that constantly talks about it that much. And Gungrave doesn't really have a fandom apart from the people like the games. Like, the anime is so underrated, there's not really a fandom for that. So if I had to associate myself with any fandom, I don't know, I'd probably say like the Evangelion fandom or JoJo fandom. I don't know. Those are the only fandoms that I'm, anime that I really like, that have pretty vocal fandoms that have, decent size to them. So I'd probably say them maybe, unless I think about it more, but those are the ones off the top of my head. Okay, Mobile Doral, aka Black, which is what I call him. We are friends. Do you have any idea for the channel whenever the Toharu ideas, excluding novel reviews, obviously run out? Like starting analysis on the other Kamachi works, or maybe another series? Congrats on the 10k again, thank you. Extra question, how does it feel to wear the cosplay? I think I already answered that. But okay, so yeah, as for non-Toharu ideas, obviously, yeah, I mean, I probably will run out of Index and Railgun ideas one day, you never know. But I definitely want to do more non-Toharu videos sporadically. I'm not going to completely change like the layout of my channel at this moment in time. I don't know what's going to happen in the future though. I will probably like talk about underappreciated topics in anime. Maybe like giving anime like a historical spin like I did with my video, which is now my most popular video, which exploded in the month of May. So yeah, probably something like that. I think there are a lot of anime channels that just do like reviews and just really safe content that people have already talked about, or seasonal anime reviews, and I don't really want to do that. Like, I'd just be bored by that. Like, I want to make content that's interesting and unique and definitely stands out amongst the crowd. So I'd probably say something like that, like adding anime and history together, or maybe some like unique anime and, I don't know, doing something with it. I don't know, I haven't really thought too much about it, but I do have some ideas about non-Toharu videos, so stay tuned for them. Omegaski asks, sorry if I butcher that name, Omegaski, yeah, that should be how you pronounce it. Congrats for you on having 10k subs, thank you. My question, what is your thoughts of Toharu series getting a live-action remake? Ooh, that's controversial. And if they get one, what's the best arc that'll work the best for it? I think that's what he said. Okay, yeah, I mean, I feel like Toharu in live-action would be hard. You definitely could not get away with any fan service. Definitely not. So that would all have to be removed. And that would probably be for its benefit as well, because the fan service index and Railgun can be quite jarring. So yeah, just get rid of all the fan service. But yeah, I'd probably just start off with the index arc, or maybe the sisters arc. As, yeah, I feel like you do need to start with the index arc when you're doing a Toharu anime, or at least the index anime. But yeah, for Railgun, that could also work if they manage to introduce all the characters seamlessly. So yeah, probably one of those. I just want to be cast as Aqua the back, to be honest. Fake Prophet asks, for the first 6 volumes, which one is better, OT, NT, or GT? I'd say OT. OT, you know, so iconic in terms of its legacy in the overall franchise. Even though those arcs are kind of like build-up volumes, I feel like still, nevertheless, those arcs are standalone and they can hold their own, and also leading to, you know, World War III, which we know from reading it all. But GT is really promising so far, and of course I still like the first 6 volumes of NT as well. I'm looking forward to what they do with GT, especially after GT6, obviously, which just came out. Royston Heng asks, what's the best potato chip flavour? I don't know what those are, but I know what crisps are. There's a correct answer, really. Also, if you have only one magic expert ability, what would it be? So, I don't know, for crisps, I'd say like Thai sweet chili. Those are quite nice, or like maybe like a barbecue flavour, something like that. Definitely be good. And the other question, I'd probably say mental out. Because, like, that would just be so, like, useful in real life. I mean, it'd be messed up, you know, controlling people without their free will. But I feel like you just be able to, like, succeed in life, like, with whatever you want. Although that might cause you a bit of, like, trouble. I don't know if you don't do it correctly, or you might feel a bit guilty about it. But yeah, probably that. But great power comes great responsibility. Anyway, last question. Aiden Phoenix asks, if you were not to have found Toharu, what do you think you'd be doing right now? Existing. I don't know. Yeah, I'd just be in the back of Tesco somewhere in a cardboard box. Homeless, maybe. Maybe in my mum's basement, still just, you know, decaying. No, I'd probably just do something to do with history, like I'd always do. Because, yeah, that's what I did at university, so something history related. I don't know. I guess history students work at Subway, so I can always work there, or McDonald's. Yeah, that'll do me. Anyway, thank you for the lovely questions, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. The detriment of my suffering, if that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense. My brain is just completely gone.